Hello, everyone. Hi, Unlimited Wisdom family and community. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. So, again, hi, Scott, Star, Melody, Deborah, Jim, and Deborah Grady, my son, my lovely wife, Terry, and then, of course, the hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman. So, one of the things I wanted to discuss is since a lot of people are now, getting into posting pilot. One of the things I wanted to, hi Sandy, hi Scott, is I thought of this parable and it took me a while to look it up because I had forgotten it. But one of the things that people consistently try to do for people is I know that a lot of people have heard me say this, but I know that there was a lot of times that I heard this story. But as far as a parable, and me really getting to understand that in life, it's all about sorting, finding the right people at the right time. And then instead of trying to convince people to do something, because when we first get involved in anything and you start doing something unique and different, the one thing that it seems if the world was trying to test us, hi Sarah, is it seems like everyone comes out of the woodworks going, I would never do that. I'm not interested in that. That's not for me, blah, 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 blah. And it's a joke that I've always said about, any kind of business opportunity. When you first see it and you understand it, your first thoughts really are, is you'd have to be an idiot not to see this. You'd have to be an idiot not to figure this out, right? And want to do it. Hi, Lisa Marie. Thanks for jumping on here. So it's a parable about a story where they take five different men that are blind, and they've been blind from birth. And what they do is they take them and walk them up to an elephant, but they just don't get close enough to touch it, or they don't hear anything, right? And so one person reaches out that's blind and they grab the elephant's tail. And they say, of course, they don't tell him that it's an elephant. And they go, can you explain to me what you're feeling? And the blind man goes, it's a rope. It feels like a rope. Then another one touches his leg. And he said, this is obvious. This is a tree trunk. And then another one touches his side and he says, it feels like a wall to me. It feels like a solid wall. Then another one touches his tusk and he's feeling it and he says, this is a spear. And then the last one, touches his ear and says, this feels like a fan. It just feels like a fan. And I remember this parable because in this scenario, they all believe that they're right. They all got them away from the elephant and said, explain to the other people why you believe what you believe. And see, there's just a lot of people out there that for whatever reason, if they don't like social media or they haven't had any fun at it, and some people, don't like AI, and some people in their mind, they feel like they struggle with technology. And it's so what's really unique is when you find the right person at the right time and they're open, it just seems like, when your mind's like a parachute, it doesn't work unless it's open. And so that's why the whole phrase of going through as many people as possible as fast as you can. One of the things that I find very unique again about Posting Pilot, if I were to share just anything with anyone, I would say, listen, if you can get people to come to you instead of you going to people, do you think that would be easier and funner to do if you just had people come to you? And I think that everyone would go, yeah. So the thing that I've noticed in all the posting AI things that I've done, that Matt's done for me, is that each and every one seems to be finding people that didn't find the other ones. Do you know what I'm the guy? I think that's very interesting. So it's like I'll post one and I get this group of people that say stuff about it. But then when I post another one, it seems like it's a whole different group of people that see that one. Now, I do a couple of things that I think is very important is I do make some kind of small reply on everyone's post. And a couple people are always saying, "Well, wow, where'd you get this?" And again, I get to post my affiliate link and so on and so forth. But I really wanted everyone to really think again because we've always talked about, personality types that each one of us are very unique. Our DNA is different. And what's always made me um, connect with people is again, I'm just doing my best to meet them where they are. I'm not trying to convince them, if they're feeling it and they say it's a wall, I'm not trying to convince them that it's an elephant. They just don't see the big picture, right? And so one of the things that is again is if you go through more people, so posting more AI for me is going to be my key. I want to come up with a bunch of different things, but like Matt said, it's like when we get good enough, where instead of posting stuff with us on it, what we're doing is we're looking at a video or maybe a person's picture. If a person putting their profile picture in, that's probably one that they like the most, unless it's already like AI'd or something. But one of the things is to get them in the AI, get them into something where they're dunking the basketball or hitting the golf ball. and really really helping them with that way. But again, nothing's gonna attract more people to you, and you get to sort through them. Like I said, if they're reaching out to you, then allows you then to reach out to them and do that. So I just wanted to bring that up in this daily wisdom about a lot of people always think it's about sales or trying to convince somebody that this is the new way or that posting pilot is so amazing instead of finding someone that sees it. You know what I mean? So if you guys look through all my AI posts, you're going to see quite a few people that are asking, where'd you get this? I've been looking to do this. And again, posting more and more is going to just make it a better scenario for that. And so, again, always understand that if you can meet people where they are and then help them figure out what they want, that's better than trying to tell them why you like AI. Does that make sense to you guys? Because it's so weird that I know I've talked about this in different videos, but how many of you react really well to someone telling you that you need to do something? How many of you immediately go into a stance of being sort of a rebel? And it's like, no, no, I'm not. And that's what a lot of people try to do all the time. They try to say to someone, hey, listen, if you don't get involved with Posting Pilot and you don't start getting involved in AI, you're going to miss. You're going to miss out. You're going to be one of those people that are never going to get it, and you're going to miss out. And then people just go, well, I guess I'm just missing out then. I don't care. See, we think that would give them a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, but it doesn't. And so be very, very careful of not being, again, because it's a new opportunity and Matt's put a lot of effort and stuff into it. It's like, don't mentally in your mind try to convince them against their will, right? I think the best way that this is really going to work is if you got other people that they also know and they start posting stuff on their walls. Now the people are really going to miss out. And I really think that a lot of people will go, well, I want it now. Because they see more than one person doing it. So hi, Mary, and hi, Shelley. And really, that's all I had. I just wanted to really, really get across the people that instead of trying to catch people and try to change their mind and tell them that they're missing out. Just find the right people at the right time. And that's for every business opportunity. The thing that I'm telling people is, would you rather have people coming to you and replying on your posts so you can interact with them? Or would you rather reach out to them and try to get the first connection with them? I never even thought about that. Back in the old days, we used to say things were called icebreakers, right? It was something to break the conversation, to make it, break the ice, right? How many people think it's easier to break the ice with somebody and start a conversation when they break the ice with you first? My God, that's like, they reach out to you and say, "Hey, nice shirt," or they reach out to you and say, "Wow, this is really interesting." It's so easy to be able to converse and go back and forth with somebody when you have something like an AI created from Posting Pilot that you can use to get people to come to you. All right. So that's all I have to say. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for getting on here. And so thank you, Mary, Shelley, Lisa Marie, Scott, Star, Melody, Deborah, Scott, Dustin, Sarah, Sandy, Jim, Deborah, Matthew, Terry, and the hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman. Take care. God bless and talk to you soon. Bye for now.